Hello everyone, Felipe here again here with Dania. Okay, we're gonna keep working from the half guard. People are wearing the gi, but most of those positions you can also do no gi. Okay, from half guard, you guys are gonna have some positions that are gonna require the grip. Okay, but again, most of them are gonna translate super well for the no gi. So whatever feels comfortable for you, right? Just want to wear the gi. So let's start. Nice to see you everyone. Moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head everyone. Both sides. Circling the arm. Also both sides, people. The other arm. Hips. All right, everyone, and lay down and bridge 10 times inside, people, and hip skate. Also 10 times inside. Turning the body to the left, stepping to the right, extend the bottom leg, hips up, come back, same thing to the other side, turning to the right, stepping with the left, extending the leg, hips up, pushing the leg through to one side, up, the other side, up, 10 times inside, everyone. Like we saw before as well, yesterday, just turning the body to the right, this side, right foot on the floor, push the hip all the way forward until you guys turn to the left. As you turn to the left foot on the floor, pushing the hip forward, turning to the side, okay? Hip all the way forward until you turn to the opposite side, to one side, and the other side, 10 times inside everyone. And rolling over the shoulder until you land on the knees, shoulder back, and rolling forward, or dropping on the hip, and rolling forward again, as you do every time. 5 times inside, people, and then we're gonna move to the partner drills. Let's go. Okay, people, same exercise that we saw yesterday. I showed them with more details, and if you guys haven't watched yesterday's class, the first one that we talked about half guard, I'm going to suggest you to do it. Not just because I explained this exercise with more details, but I explain you guys how to stay in this position in the half guard. It's going to be very helpful. Some concepts that it's going to be very important for you guys to have a good position from here. Okay, so I'm going to start in a situation that I have Dania's leg trapped. Okay, in this case I have her right leg, and Dania is smashing me here, keeping my back flat on the floor, and she's gonna have the underhook. So now I need the underhook in order to be aggressive here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge. If I have here in this case my left foot on the floor, I'm gonna bridge so I can bring my right shoulder. I'm gonna push her head away until she can post. Okay, I'm gonna keep this grip on her bicep so that it cannot come back. And here, people, never with my hand. Okay, I'm going to bring my elbow under the armpit. I'm gonna open her armpit, and I'm gonna get to my position here to the underhook. Always, people, if I'm trapping her right leg, getting the arm under her right armpit, I'm working on one side. For the sake of the exercise, I'm gonna let Dania posture up, push my head down. She's gonna bring her elbow under the armpit and push me back on the floor. And I'm going to do the same, creating space. So I'm gonna bridge, always keeping her leg trapped. So I'm bridging, posting my left foot on the floor, but the right leg is over her leg so she doesn't escape. I push, bicep, elbow inside, have the underhook. She pushes my head, gets the underhook herself, and we're just going to be moving here with each other. I get the position, she pushes, and we're gonna be like this. Okay, 1.5 minutes on one side, and then we switch and do the same to the other side. Here everyone, I'm using my right foot to bridge, the other leg always trapping her leg, push her away, track the bicep, elbow in. Now I have the underhook, then it pushes my head away. Same thing. And we're gonna be working like this, right? So 1.5 minutes on one side, then you switch 1.5 minutes to the other side, and then people, whoever's on the bottom gets on top and does the same thing. Okay, let's go to the positions, everyone. All right, so now I'm gonna work with a sweep. It's one of my favorite ones, and it's super simple, okay guys, and it works very well when we have a good position from the half guard. Okay, and what I mean good position is, of course, with your partner leg strap and a strong underhook, okay? Then we can work from there. So, just like I said yesterday, everyone, I'm gonna be here controlling her leg. I'm gonna have a strong underhook with my thumb pointing down, my hand as high as possible, my head close to my shoulder and close to her hip. Okay, I don't want to let Dania work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, everyone, it is important for us to understand that most of the sweeps that we're gonna work on the half guard is going to be on the hip. Okay, so in order to get the sweep, what I need to do is to control the other leg that I don't have. Okay, I'm trapping the right, I want to control the left so I can push Dania and get to the top position. So I'm gonna have the underhook here, and this arm from the bottom, I'm gonna push through and I'm going to grab her foot, okay? What is important from here, everyone? Make sure that you're controlling the toes, all right? Because if you grab the middle of the foot, for example, Dania still can open her foot and break my grip. The same thing with the ankle, all right? But if I'm grabbing her toes right here, in this area, okay, here on the small toes, if I'm making this grip, then it's gonna have a really hard time breaking this control. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna bring myself up, and I'm just going to do like this drill that we did in the beginning of the class. All right, I'm gonna switch my feet, so if my body is turned to the right, I'm going to step with the left, and this leg from the bottom, I let go, I just extend. I'm going to extend this leg back, and I'm going to bring my hip up. From here, everyone, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna keep her foot trapped, and I'm gonna push forward here with my shoulder to bring Dania down. Okay, and now I'm already on top. What I don't want to let it happen is Dania turn her hip towards me, okay? Because I want to keep moving until I'm on her side control. I don't want to stop in her guard. So this foot that is up, I'm going to bring behind her calf. I'm just gonna keep walking, hand up on the side control, and I'm gonna work from here, okay? So people, it's just on the hook, control the foot, and here people, just this drill that we did in the beginning of the class, all right? And I try to emphasize to not use the arms when you're doing that drill, because in this case, I need my arms to control my opponent. So this entire motion that I'm doing to bring myself up is just hips, all right? So we have to focus on getting a good mobility with the hips for this situation. I'm gonna show to the other side. So I'm here. I'm gonna have the underhook, staying as tight as possible. From here, the arm from the bottom, I'm gonna grab her toes. And here people just switching the legs, okay? I'm going to step, my body is turned to the left. So I'm gonna step with the right and extend the bottom leg. I'm going to elevate my hip, keep the foot controlled, push forward, and here everyone, I'm gonna turn my hip a bit until I can use this foot to push her foot. Okay, so she cannot put me back in the guard. I'm gonna keep moving until I end up on the side control. And I have my top position. All right? So here everyone, this is a simple sweep that we can get from the half guard. All right, we're gonna work it as a drill on the next class. But what I want you to focus is on the position, stay as tight as possible, and if you're having trouble to reach for the foot, so let's say that I'm here and it's difficult to reach the foot, I don't have enough long arms. People, bring yourselves as low as possible. I'm gonna keep my underhook, but I'm gonna bring my head as close as possible to the hip so then I can reach the foot. All right? Another thing that I can do, a little bit to the side here, Lucas, is this knee that is behind her hip, I can start pushing her hip forward until I can grab the foot, and now I can start working with the sweep, switching the legs, extending the bottom one, pushing her down, controlling her foot, and moving to the side control. Okay? So people, no time limit for this one. You guys can switch between you, whatever. I always suggest trying two on one side, two on the other side, then you guys switch, but whatever feels comfortable. And again, try to focus on the steps. For this position, people, even in a realistic scenario, you don't have, if you have the correct position, the correct grips, you don't have to be super fast to get this one, okay? It is a half guard is a good situation because it doesn't require speed. You guys can see that I'm not a fast person myself, so that's why it works pretty well for me, okay? And you guys just make sure that you have the correct control to bring yourselves up and get a strong position, all right? Moving forward, everyone. Okay, everyone, so we're gonna work here from the half guard, all right? Situation that one of you is on the bottom, the other one is on top. We're gonna start, since I wanna focus on the people on the bottom, we're gonna start with an uncomfortable situation for the people on the bottom. Turn here, Daniel. Situation that Daniel strapping my right leg, so I'm getting the underhook here with my right arm, so she doesn't work, and I'm just gonna be playing around. My goal on top is to pass and not get swapped, not get submitted, and Daniel on the other hand is trying to prevent me from passing her guard, so her leg always trapping my leg, and if she can get an underhook and work, keep working, Daniel. Okay, she gets her underhook, she starts working. If she gets here to put me in, for example, she put me in the butterfly guard, just keep working from here, or starting over, from here I'm trying to pass, then I manages to get the underhook here. She controls my foot, switches her feet, come up to get the pass, already on my side control. If the person on the bottom gets a sweep, a submission, starting over. If the person on top gets a pass, start over. Okay? We're going to do this exercise for 3 minutes, and then you guys switch. Okay? Whoever's on the bottom get on top, and then everyone just adding some free rows to that. I would suggest you guys to start from the half guard, so you guys get used to that. Okay? Hope you guys enjoy. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.